Guys, I'm upset, and let's talk about why I'm upset. Okay? Before we get there, I want to let you guys know that this is 100% a casual perspective. I've been playing Dofus for over 15 years now, and on and off, not like straight, whatever like that. But I've been playing on and off for about 15 years now. 10 plus 15, yeah, my son, whatever, too deep. Anyway, basically I'm a casual, so this is all just an opinion of how I feel. All right, none of this is gold. I'm not like a Dofus wiki. I don't know everything about Dofus, but I have played it enough to feel like I got a very good understanding of the subject. So keep in mind, that's all this is. This is an opinion. This is how I feel. I don't know everything. I'm not one of those, oh, amazing Dofus players. No, I'm not one of those. But bottom line is, I just want y'all to know this is my opinion. I don't speak for all Osmosis players out there. I don't speak for all of them. There's all different versions of us out there. Personally, I'm a fire support. I've recently just started dabbling in the strength version. I like the strength pretty well. I like how tanky it is. But we're gonna talk about that. Let's get it. All right. So, as we get into today's news, there's been an update, and we are on now on 2.61. Right? This came a long way from 1.29. But basically, we have a lot of stuff that happened. Now, I won't cover all of them. This main thing is I just want to express my opinion. That's that word again. Opinion on the changes. They hit rogues and they hit Osas. Everybody else, they just changed the name so you can understand, yeah, for easier understanding. So they claim. But the main thing I want to talk about is the osmosis. I don't play rogue enough to know rogue, but yeah. So we're gonna talk about osmosis. First, you gotta get past the whole category with the Coliseum. See, I don't PvP, which keep that in mind as well. I'm purely PVM. I am purely PVM. All right. So let's talk about the class balances a little bit. Okay. In update 2.6, we modified several spells for the osmosis class. Batora, Dragon's Breath, Relay, and High Energy Shot. Our goal was to slightly reduce the power of this class with just a few nerfs to get a clear idea of their impact before continuing. Whether it's Osmosis players, their allies, or their enemies, everyone seemed to agree that the class is too powerful and clearly dominate PvP. Once again, I don't play PvP, but I don't think Osas should be that much of a problem. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. We, as Osas, as far as I know, it shouldn't be that terrible. The way I'm looking at it as, and like all games usually have like a rock paper scissors effect. Okay, you have some classes that dominate classes over other classes. But then, with that being said, let's say, for example, a Osa might be strong against a Yop because a Yop, may not have enough HP to survive the damage of an Osa. However, you may have someone like a Kra who's an Osa weakness because maybe we or the summons can't seem to catch the Kra because Kras have a lot of escape. They have a lot of skills that don't require line of sight or things like that. I feel there's a rock, paper, scissors effect with any class. And to say that people can't beat or too powerful for PvP, I don't understand that logic. I can't understand that because coming from games like, TurboGrafx, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, things like that, you had to learn the game and learn your character. I feel people are too sport. Again, my opinion, but I feel A lot of people are too spoiled today, and when they can't get something that they want right away, instant gratification, I think a lot of people get upset about that. So let's continue on. Rather, it's the osmosis players, allies, enemies, or their enemies. Everyone seems to agree that the class is still too powerful and clearly dominate PvP and fights. Rather, it's 1v1 and 3v3. The core issue is that the class high damage output, I don't understand that, but high damage output coupled with good or even excellent protection, survival, positioning, debuffs, and buff abilities. Summons for the class are also too tough and too easy to resummon, even if they're killed. Okay? So, about the whole damage output, I don't agree with that, because have you seen the damage on the Eliotrope? Like, I'm not saying go nerf them, but I'm saying, like, well, Eliotropes is worth it because they are hard class, risk and reward. So, but have you seen the damage of an Eliotrope? Have you seen the damage of a Yop, a properly geared Yop? Have you seen the damage of those? So, to say that Osas have high damage output, I don't understand that. That to me, this guy, to me, just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. And if you think the summons are too powerful, then why not nerf the summons health? Don't nerf the freaking, the damage we do, because you're hurting us PvM players. You're hurting us because there's dungeons out there with bosses with like 5,000 to 7,000 HP and we can't beat it down because you're constantly nerfing the damage because, oh, PvP. Again, just an opinion, casual player. Moving on. Therefore, in this update, we've continued the work we started last time and started to tackle the problems listed above. Since the main balancing problem with this class lies in its versatility, the changes will affect the spells in just about every part of the repertoire. We've also focused on spells and characteristics of the summon. So I think that's a little bit of what I was saying. Just hit the summons, don't really hit the Osas themselves, but it seems they hit in both. Okay, they also continue and say here, that being said, we want to be very careful to limit the impact on performance in PvM. Guys, we know Ankama. If they gonna hit us in PvM, they gonna hit us hard. Ain't no limit. I mean, like, yeah, sure, it is a limit, but they're not gonna really try that much. And we'll make changes in this regard if needed. So, I mean, I will say this. If they are going to try, I'm going to give them credit for that. At least they're trying, okay? Before getting into specific changes, we want to mention that significant numbers of modifications were suggested to us by experienced osmosis players from all different game modes. Represented by Weiker and Step. I don't know who that is. In a video by Luminova, maybe I have to look these people up. I don't know who those are. We don't necessarily implement all their suggestions as is, but their work gave us a solid foundation for the new iteration of the class. We would thank them for their help. So, once again, my opinion, I find something wrong with that. And the reason I find something wrong with that, because these people playstyle could be completely different than anybody else's playstyle. You know what I mean? So I personally don't know them, so I don't know how they play. You say multiple modes. What modes do they play specifically? Is it specifically one purely PvM, one purely PvP, one is adventure? We don't know. I don't know what that is. So I have a little bit of an issue with that, because it's like, okay, these three can come out and say we don't like this, that, and the third, and then Ankama can go, okay, well, these top players have an issue with the Osa. Let's beat them down because to help the top players. Meanwhile, us lower casuals who's just trying to get past PvM content, who's struggling, by the way, can't seem to do it. So that's why I have a slight issue with that. So they talk about current sets. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming the way the spell sets look, I guess I have no idea what that means or what this even is. I don't even know what that is. So if someone can, please put in the description below. Help me out here because I have no idea what do they mean by current set and new set. I don't know what this means. It looks like it's the same thing. It looks like the same thing. I don't know what that means. So if anybody can help me out, please do so. So now we get into the nitty gritty. All these you're gonna see is a lot of nerfs. Okay. So Chance Osas, their resistance have been reduced by 5%. Okay, so you see the toads, there's no change for the toads. Okay, but the Waverings got a 5% hit. We go from 20 to 15. I am a fire Osa, so this hurts me from a 5% hit, right? Tofu's got a 5% hit. They already weak as is. I don't know why would you, but whatever. Gobble's got a 10% hit. Dang, that's crazy. I didn't even see that. Which, again, this don't make sense to me because if they're supposed to be tanks, right? Strength build Osas is supposed to be tanks. If they're tanks, why are you nerfing their ability to tank? I never understood that with Ankama. It's like, oh, we got a Feka, but the Feka is too good at defense. Let's nerf his defense. It's a tank. That's his job. That's stupid to me. Or like, let's say you got a healer class, like let's say Inarispa, and then Inarispa heals are too strong. Let's nerf its healing. That's that's stupid to me. I can't comprehend that. That is stupid to me. Right? All right. So Waverlings. Okay. I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh, summon lock has. Okay, these are the locks. Okay, so this is okay. These are the resistances. All right. So yeah, again, what I said about the gobbles. So the resistances got taken down. I guess 25% to every element ain't too bad. I guess that's not bad, right? Some of the locks has been reduced, right? So this is the ability to wow. Okay, toads went down. I didn't know toads can lock that well. They went down by 20. Worms went down by 10. Tofu's unlockable, unable to lock. Okay, so I guess I'm not sure if that's a change or because it says here that they had no lock at all. So is that I guess that's a change. And once again, the gobbles, whose are your tanks, went from 80 to 60. 60, I guess, is not so bad, right? So now I guess we're tackling to the individual summoners spells. So Wavering Dragonfire, how it works: inflicts fire damage and heal allies around the target. Healing is reduced by half for the summoner. So okay, my allies is okay. So if I'm healing my allies, I guess they're still okay. But if I'm trying to heal myself, that kind of makes sense to me. As an Osa player, that kind of makes sense because Osa's technically not supposed to be in the forefront of the battle anyway. We are a support character. We're not supposed to be out there trying to dish out the most damage. We do a lot of damage. We can, but like I said, we're not supposed to be in your face. Like, we're supposed to deal damage from a distance, and if that's the way you're supposed to play Osa. So that's the way I see it. Albino Wavering, it looks like the same thing. Deal fire damage, heals allies around the damaged target. Healing is reduced by half for the summoner. So it looks like everything is still basically the same. It just, when it comes to us, the Osas, we're not going to get as much as heals that we was getting before, which once again I think that's kind of suck, but we're not supposed to be in your face anyway. Draconic Innervation, how it works: heals an ally. The enemies around the healed target suffer fire damage. Okay, we still in albino. Okay, this is their second skill. Healing is increased if at least one enemy is damaged. Okay, that's cool, but is reduced by half on a summoner. So once again, we still can help our allies. That's great, because I have always considered myself a support Osa. So as long as I keep my allies alive, I'm not really too, upset about, not being able to heal myself too well. And with that being said, we also have, I think it's called Dragon's Heart, which that that's good if we happen to be too close to the battle. Dragon Heart is a good way for us to heal ourselves anyway, so I don't think that's too bad. Dragon Claire Conflagration? I don't know. How it works: inflicts damage on the enemy and heals allies in a cone-shaped area of effect. Healing is reduced on the summoner. So, like I said, I kind of agree. That's not a hard disagree. I kind of can agree with this. It don't seem too bad, at least my opinion, because like I said, with my logic, I feel like we're not supposed to be like right in the enemy's face as it is. As a fire Osa, Now, strength Osa, they're tanks. They're supposed to be there, but different type of Osa. All right, red Wavering. How it works? Creative Dragonfire. How it works? It heals the target. Healing is reduced on summoner. Again, fine. It's reduced on summoner. That's fine. Drag abstraction. How it works? Heals the target if the caster is controlled. Reduces the duration of the effect on the target by 1. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing that's like the Unbewitched skill. Healing is reduced by half on the summoner. Again, same thing. Aquaculture. How it works: inflicts water damage on the target. Oh, okay. Wait, we went to the Toad? When did we? Okay, we must have switched to the Toads. Yeah, give 1 Toad charge. Okay, I think we just talked about the skill itself. All right, so we just switched over. It didn't give me no warning, but all right. So it got an AP reduction. So I guess that's okay. An AP reduction. I don't play Chance Osas. Those the deep that. Oh my gosh, English. A Chance Osa is the DPS version of the Osa. So Chance Osa should be able to deal damage. So I guess that's okay for the AP reduction. I think that's good. Canine. How it works: lock penalty has been decreased. From 10, 25, and 40 to 10, 20, and 30. Dang, that looks like a lot. Maybe it's not, but it looks like a lot. All right. Repulsive Fang. How it works: the caster now moves 2 cells closer to it, but no longer gains MP. Again, I'm not agility either. I play agility short amount of time, but they're very position heavy, and I'm not that bright to be trying to make position, because I've seen people who play agility Osas very well, and if you play them well in PvE, PvM, if you play them well, then you can keep the enemies away from you and never take damage. That's really good. But that's, again, if you know how to play your character, that's your reward for knowing how to play your character. Because like I said, I was agility Osa for a while, and I couldn't play nowhere near as good as maybe other players, but that's understandable. They may have more experience with that type of Osa than I do. So like I said, I feel if you learn your character, you should be rewarded for knowing your character. Like I said earlier about the Eliotrope, if you learn how to manipulate those portals, you should be able to get your reward for manipulating those portals. I love watching Elios. I can watch Elio all day, but to nerf you because you know how to play a character, I think that's a stupid standpoint. Okay. The next one is, oh, how do you pronounce these things? Sedimentation? Meditation. Let's just call it said meditation, right? How it works: the power penalty is reduced from 120 to 150 to 75 to 100. Is that the chance skill that we use? Oh, so we can. Oh, they nerfed how much power we give people. All right, this is chance skill: Scalding Potion, poison. All right, so the poison got nerfed. Okay. Cross scale is a technique I think is really stupid. It went from 33 to 37, 40 to 44 on crit. So they buffed it, but I still think the skill is stupid. I don't think anybody will ever use that. If y'all do, good job. And I'm not being sarcastic. Great job, because I think that skill is stupid. Crackler Punch looks like it got a buff. Yep. Okay, Punch of the Crackler got a buff. Crit 27. Yeah, so Punch of the Crackler got buff. That's for strength Osas. Call to Order is now a variant of 6. I don't know what it was a variant of before. I think I did use Call to Order. No, I have replacement. I have replacement, so I don't use Call to Order. I know what it is though. Takeoff. I believe that's a chance skill. Looks like it maximum range has been increased. That's good. AP cost has been decreased. That's good. Okay, so that's not bad. Takeoff. Gamboil. How it works? The MP bonus can now only be stacked 3 times max. So I have no idea what that is. I never used it. I'm not that type of Osa. All right, here we go. Relay. Now I use Relay quite often. I am a huge fan of Relay. I like the idea of being able to give one of my allies AP. Let's see what happens. How it works. Effect duration has been increased to 3 turns. Okay. Link to the allied target to the nearest summon, give 2 AP to the nearest target. If the 2 entities are within 5 cells of each other, they switch places. I know about the switch places. You can make some good moves with that. PVM wise, you can make some good moves with that. Maybe PvP. I don't do PvP. Let me stress that enough. I don't do PvP. So, you know, the effect dissipate on the death of the summon or after 3 turns. Okay, so 3 turns. All right, cool. So it looks like Relay didn't get a nerf. In fact, we got a turn increase. Neither the summon nor the target may already be under the effects of Relay. Okay, so you can't stack it basically. It looks like you can't reset it. So if Relay is like on 1 turn and you cast Relay again, it's not going to go back to 3 turns. So that's what it looked like it's saying. If the target is a summon, the recast interval is increased by 2 turns. So casting Relay on your summons lasts longer, basically. That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm getting out of that. All right. Whirlwind AP cost is from 4 to 3. Maximum range is from 4 to 5. That's pretty good. Oh, damage increase. See, it's a good thing I wiped my eye. I almost didn't see it. Looks like, yeah, damage increase. Damage has been increased from 23 to 26, 28 to 31 on crit. Level 142, 29 to 32, 35 to 38 on crit. So Whirlwind got buff. Animal Tandem. AP conditions. AP cost went from 2 to 3, so that kind of hurts. We also get maximum range up by 1, so it went from 5 to 6. I use Animal Tandem kinda, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Whip. This was already useless. I never used it. AP cost is down to 1 AP. That's pretty good for whoever used Whip. AP cost is down to 1 AP. So it went from 2 to 1. That's good. Maximum range from 5 to 8 went from 5 to 8 to 6 to 8. So they got 1 range. That's pretty good. Cast per turn went from 2 casts per turn to 3 casts per turn. I feel they should do more with Whip, since that's basically an Osa's identity. You understand what I'm saying? All pro Osas should understand what I'm saying. Like, in the past, our Whip was like the go-to. Like, oh, they called out a summon, pow, whip it, you know, to get rid of it. Like, it was also a good way to get rid of our summons as well. But that was our thing, because it's in our name. Osmosis is Whip. And that it should be like our forefront, like our identity. It should be like a Yop's Wrath. I'm not saying do Yop's Wrath damage, but I'm saying, like, give us our identity. We need our identity back. Here's my skill, Crop. Now I use Crop quite often. Let's see how it works. Apply movement effects based on the number of summoning charges in their family. Yep. So, for example, I'm sure you guys can read here, but for example, like if I had 3 charge on a Gobble family, I can pull you further, like, than from a level 1 charge. A level 1 charge might be 1 cell. Level 2 charge is 2 cell. Level 3 charge is 3 cells, right? So, I like Crop. I use Crop quite often. Wavering repels the caster 1 to 3 cells. Okay, so it looks like it still do the same thing. Toad move the caster closer. Yup. Gobbles attract the target 1 to 3 cells. Yeah, yeah. So it does exactly what I was explaining. Casting condition, maximum range from 5. Oh, they nerfed the range of it. Oh, that's terrible. Well, it's only by 1. So, okay, not so terrible. So they nerfed the range by 1. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Uh, no, that's pretty good. Because if you're attracting by 3 cells and you got a 4, that means it's literally 1 space between you and the enemy. So, okay, that's not too terrible. I don't think that's too bad. And last but not least, Animal Blessing. Okay? Don't use Animal Blessing. I don't. I should, because it's automatically 3 charges. So if I got 1 charge in Wavering family, right? And I'm a healer. If I got 1 charge in the Worm family and I use Animal Blessing, that's automatic 4. I transform into my dragon form. My healing is better. So yes, I should use Animal Blessing more. I just don't. But that's basically how it works. So let's see. Animal Blessing is now a variant of replacement. That sucks. That sucks because I use replacement. Why is that? That sucks. I use replacement. I mean, it's not bad player wise. It's just now I have to make a choice in between 2 skills. Well, one I should use and one that I do use. So that's all that. It's not bad. It's just I like replacement. I like the buff replacement gives to my summon, and it kind of sucks that now I gotta choose in between replacement. I guess I'll just still be doing what I've been doing, right? It's ranks. I don't know what this rank mean. 90 to 157. 90, 157, and is that a nerf? I can't tell if that's a nerf. From 45, 112 to 179. Casting cooldowns. Cooldown period from 3 to 2 turns is from 4, 3, and 2. Is that the charges they talking about? Cooldown. If somebody can help me out in the description below, let me know what this mean. I don't know what this mean. I don't know why it's like that. So you telling me, I'm asking, depending on the level of charge. So if I have a level 3 charge, right? The rank goes to 179 with a 2-turn cooldown. Is that what you're telling me? I have no idea. So yeah, in the link down below, can y'all let me know? But that's basically it. That's all the nerfs and buffs that come with Osmosis. Now, as you guys can see further down, they talk about the rogues. I don't know rogue, so I will not read that. You guys gonna have to read that on your own. Anything PvP related, you guys can also come to the development blog and read the things that they did with PvP. So thanks for joining me, guys. Once again, I know, like I said, this is my opinion, but if you guys want to have a friendly discussion or even a friendly argument, I'm fine with it. Teach me more if I don't know what I'm talking about. Feel free to teach me. And I see you guys in the next one. I have a video that me and a guild member, we attacked the dungeon. It was a blast, and I will be editing that real soon. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so let me add a final thought here, because I feel like I ended abruptly. So I didn't go nowhere. I didn't play anything. I didn't do anything yet. I was in the middle of editing. I'm middle of, well, if you want to call it editing. I'm in the middle of editing the video, and I just want to add my final thoughts, listening to it over again. There's one part when I say, you know, we shouldn't do too much damage, but that part I meant as like we shouldn't do too much damage in their face. Like I said, my playstyle of Osas, I feel as a support character, we're supposed to be in the back line, and I don't understand how people can't seem to beat us. Like, I'm just thinking about the different classes. Eliotropes can get all over the map, right? There's no way an Eliotrope can't kill an Osa. There's no way. I would say probably even a Sackcry, because Sackcry are tanky berserks, and they have manipulations to get them around the map and everything as well. What is it called? Ultra speed or something like that can allow them to jump across the map. Like, I don't understand how people are having trouble killing Osas. I just don't. I'm thinking about it logically. Like I said, I don't PvP, but I'm thinking about it from a logical standpoint, and I really just don't understand. But overall, my final thoughts on this nerf buff system, I think it's stupid. I honestly do. I think it's dumb. Why are you wasting your time on us? Like I don't understand. Like I said, I think it's the instant gratification that people want and can't get. I really just don't get it. I really don't get it. This is, at least in my opinion, is just as dumb as what they did with the what is it, the ebony Dofus. A lot of people may say, oh, you can buy the ebony Dofus, or a lot of people may say, oh, it's to balance out PvP. Listen, that quest is known to be the hardest quest in the damn game, and for someone who don't play Dofus, I can't even begin to describe how difficult that damn quest is. But that quest is known as notorious as the most difficult quest in the game, and then you're gonna nerf a person's reward. I don't understand the whole nerfing a person's reward. Like I said, like Eliotropes. That's like if you learn your Eliotrope and people say, oh, Eliotrope deals too much damage, they're hard to catch because of the portals. I think that's stupid. I think that's the dumbest thing in the world. To nerf an Osa because I know how to use my summons. I know how to play my character the way you're supposed to be versatile as an Osa. To say we're gonna nerf them because they're too versatile, that's what they're supposed to be. An agility osmosis is agility or wind element, air element. We're supposed to be able to move and dart around the map. You're not supposed to be able to catch us. That's our job. A strength Osa have shields for days. We're supposed to be tanky. Strength Osa is a strength earth. We're supposed to be tanky. Healing Osa, fire, heals. You're supposed to be able to heal. I don't understand why people in the chance Osa is the DPS. Don't touch them. That's their job, is to deal damage from a distance. Cries are a long range yop. Nobody complain about them. I don't. Well, people probably complain about them, but nobody is doing anything about them. Because you know what their job is, to deal damage from a distance. Why are you hurting Osas? I really just don't understand it. No, like I said, it's my opinion as a casual who play PVM, because in PVM, bro, you don't people who play PVM know how terrible some of these dungeon mechanics are. Forgross 3 is impossible for me where I stand, especially as a healing Osa. It's impossible for me. I hate when I get into a dungeon and then, because of mechanic, my character dies, and now I'm sitting there watching the rest of the fight. Because we have no way to keep ourselves alive. And that, like I said in the video, and I ain't going nowhere. This is literally moments after, during editing. This is my final thoughts. These are what I think about it. I think it's stupid, and I was saying that we need more survivability. That's how I feel. We need more survivability. We only have one skill that allow us to heal ourselves, and that, assuming our summon is next to us. So it's I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. I think it's unnecessary. And again, I hope I don't offend none of y'all, but y'all need to learn your character. Y'all need to learn your character. And if you happen to be a class who's the rock to Osa's paper, then that's like Ryu versus Dulcium. Learn your character. I don't understand. I'm gonna get out of here. I can ramble for hours on it, but I'm gonna get out of here. This is my final thoughts. I think it's stupid, and yeah, I'm still gonna be an Osa. I don't know. I don't think any amount of change they're gonna do to us is gonna cause me to stop being an Osa. But yeah, guys, see y'all around. Let me know what y'all think in the description below. I am really curious. I don't mind friendly banter. I don't mind friendly arguments. I don't mind friendly discussions. Bring it on. I wanna know your opinion. I really do. I honestly want to know your opinion. So I'm done here. No more rambling. Have a good day, good night, good evening, wherever you guys live at. This is Shin Angelo.